Let's do
it. Welcome.
Hello.
To the Beatbox Scotland podcast.
Very dramatic of you. Very dramatic.
So we've got, I know, the first episode we had Cartoy, Spanish beatbox champion. So he came on, and it was a different sort of setup to we've got now. You'll see it obviously in this episode. We've got the Icon beatboxer here, so we've got Icon.
Hello. Pleasure to be here.
And then we've got myself, the host. So this is the second episode of the Beatbox Scotland podcast. And we've got with us, as you can see, Icon. So we'll get into it. We'll get into what we're going to talk about and what these podcast episodes are for, or to spread awareness about beatboxers, that the work that we've done with beatboxers, you know what I mean? But so Cartoy, he came to Glasgow and we performed at an event, Pitch Scotland event, and so we got him in here afterwards just to sort of talk about his experience, and talk about his own beatboxing, and that's what we'll do here, and that's what we'll do with the rest of the episodes. So that's basically leads me into the first question. What I want to ask you, Sam Icon, sorry, tell us a wee bit about your beatbox career.
Wow, so
from how you started until now.
Wow, so it's been a long time, I have to say. I've been beatboxing for about 13 years. I started when I was 11, so a long time ago, man, a long time ago. But back then, it all started, the people should know this, but do you remember the dance group Diversity by any chance?
I do.
Yeah, Britain's Got Talent. Yeah, absolutely.
I remember.
So I was a young 11-year-old.
My uncle was actually in Britain's Got Talent.
Oh, I thought he was going to say in Diversity, but...
No. Well, like, I think he was, he got next to them, like he brushed shoulders with them.
Oh, amazing.
But he wasn't with Diversity, but... Anyway, sorry, what was your story?
No, so I went to go see one of their concerts, and I think, obviously, they don't just come out and start, dancing around. They build it up. And their opening act was a guy, and I want to shout him out. It's Beatbox, if you know Beatbox.
Yeah, I do know Beatbox. Yeah, we actually had been to one of his shows as well with Big Taj.
Amazing.
I was in Glasgow.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. He's very, very talented, and I had no knowledge of beatboxing at the time. So I saw this guy roll up, just him, no band or anything, his voice and a looper. And he made some magic happen to the point where it inspired me to go, hang on, what is this craft? Like, let's get onto this. What is beatboxing? How is he making those sounds?
Yeah.
So as any curious 11-year-old does, they go to YouTube and they try and find as much of this, whatever this is, as they can.
And who was the first person that you typed in?
Well,
YouTube?
It's got to be Beatbox, because I saw this guy.
Oh, right.
So I did a lot of research on Beatbox. And then as you go down the algorithm, you find the others, Reaps One, Skiller.
The Beatbox Battle TVs.
Oh, absolutely. The World Champs, of course, comes up. And you watch that, and my mind was blown. So all I wanted to do was join in and be part of that.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So that's when I started. And then I started going to school, showing my friends the basics, I'm like, guys, I'm trying out this beat, and it would be like Boots and Cats, or like just really simple sounds, stuff like that. My friends were super supportive, and they were like, yes, I'm, beatbox, to the point where they were stopping science classes.
You're the best in the world at this.
What's that?
You're saying your friends are probably telling you, you're the best at this, mate.
You're hyping me up.
You're trying, but you're something, because I found that similar to yourself when you first started out. Like, people are very supportive. You know what I mean? And if I had to show somebody, because I started at 12, which was high school. Yeah. So it's like, if I had to show somebody in my class, listen to this beatboxer, man. They're like, you're better than them. I'm like, no, I'm not, by the way. I don't know what you're listening, but I think that's just part of your friends being supportive. You know what I mean? So,
absolutely.
And I think those times for me, anyway, like, that's why I'm sort of still involved in beatboxing, because if they were going to turn around and say that was rubbish, I would be like, all right, I'll not try that again. But because it was a positive response and everybody was saying that was really good, and people asking you, go beatbox or whatever, it's like, man, I'm quite good at this. I mean, it's like, getting more confident as well.
Yeah, you rock up at break time and your friends are like, oh, can you do that beat? But I think half of it was also...
Was there ever a time, though, maybe that in your beatboxing where you'd lost confidence and you had to go and get it back, or...?
Oh, absolutely, hundreds of times.
Aye.
I mean, that's
Explain that.
That's the curse of being a creative, isn't it? You get good at something and you want to be as best as you can at that thing, and sometimes it doesn't go as well. But I think the artist always has a weird relationship with their art, no matter what it is, drawing, beatboxing, singing, like, and you have to be self-critical to improve. And there's points where your brains are a little out of whack when you're doing that. You're like, no, I should be better. I should be this shouldn't be this way. So it happens a lot when I go to beatbox events, actually, or I perform, and I want it to go somewhere. You visualize you performing in the way you'd like it to go. Expectations don't match reality, and your brain starts going, what could be better, how could I do this? But then when it all goes wrong and you lose confidence is when you do it a little too much. You're like, that was awful because I didn't execute this correctly. This could have been way better. And then you start doing the I statements like, oh, I that wasn't good enough. I wasn't good enough. Rubbish, Don't listen to yourself once it gets to that point,
I've been at that point.
Yeah.
And it's like you say, it's no somewhere you want to go. You know what I mean? Because even when I've made mistakes within beatboxing, it's like if it's performing, you make several mistakes consecutively, say, and it's like when you're first starting out. You know what I mean? So it's like, don't be too hard on yourself because, well, you're just starting out. So, but even at that, it's like we all make mistakes. So, but the more you stay connected, I guess,
absolutely,
the more you stay connected with other beatboxers, the more natural it is to.
I think part of the beauty of starting
I
so
don't know what I was trying to say there.
I think part of the beauty of starting so young, though, is that you don't have it yet. I think as you mature and, you become an adult, that part of your brain activates, that self-critical aspect. But it's actually quite good in a way when you're a kid that you haven't learnt about self-awareness yet, because then you can just do the things you want to do without self-criticizing or even realizing other people's criticizing, and then you get to a point where you're actually quite good at it before the brain kicks in, and so that's definitely a lesson I've had to learn now I'm an adult. Like, don't be so harsh on yourself, because
definitely
you got good by not criticizing yourself so harshly, so you should maybe keep that up.
I get. By the way, that's a really good way to put it. That is a really good way to put it. So anyway, I've got another wee question.
Yeah. Go for it.
It was to actually. I know that you were away there in South America.
Yes.
And for anybody that's watching, I think it was Colombia, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, I went to Colombia. That's the first country I went to. But I was living in Ecuador for 6 months as an English teacher.
Yeah.
Incredible experience. So yeah, 6 months there, and then I did 4 months of traveling around to the other countries. But yeah, a lot of South America, beautiful continent, amazing people, amazing life and love, and yeah, really, really special. That
would be, especially to go somewhere and to be, for me anyway, I'm sort of somebody that likes my own surroundings. You know what I mean? So because you were talking to me about it, and when you were over in South America, you were sending me texts.
Yeah.
And one of the texts, I was down the glen, down the forest, and you sent me this text, and it was a scorpion on a tree.
Yeah, that was in the Amazon rainforest I went to. It was pretty spooky, but
I'm worrying about midges. You know what I mean? I was like, I can't be bothered with these midges, and then I get this text. I'm like, that's really put this into perspective.
Yeah.
No need to be scared of midges.
Not quite. Maybe not. Yeah, no, it's wild and wacky place.
That's always something I've wanted to do. Like, see, go to the Amazon rainforest, like that would be like incredible. But it is the whole insects part. That's what would scare me. The insects, is there any like pumas or things like that?
There's pumas there. Yeah, absolutely. The scariest thing I kind of clocked is I did this night walk into the Amazon, and I went with the guide, and he was telling us all this stuff, and he just stops the tour. And he goes, hang on, look at this. Incredible eyesight on this guy. I don't know how he spotted it. And he lifts up a leaf, and no bigger than about 2 centimetres, there was a poison dart frog. and he looked at us, and he looked at the frog, and he said, "That has enough poison on it to kill 10 men." And it's tiny,
wow.
bro. Tiny little animal.
That's incredible.
All it takes is one misstep, and you're on a boat down, and the closest hospital's like 2 hours down the river. And
Jeez.
yeah, it's crazy. It's a crazy place, but it's exciting.
And that's probably happened before.
Yeah, he was telling.
That's probably like part of their training now, innit? It's like,
Yeah.
watch out for the poisonous dart frogs.
Absolutely, man. You gotta really look out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in their house, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's scary, innit?
Yeah, it's cool. It was cool.
Cool. It is cool. But here, I was actually going to talk to you about, obviously you said you were in South America. Did you ever get in contact with the South American beatboxers in Chile or Colombia or Ecuador?
Yeah, so I looked around, but in Ecuador there wasn't really much of a scene. That's something I want to look into the future in terms of building that scene up. But other countries in South America do have much bigger scenes. Like you say, Colombia is probably the biggest.
Yeah.
But I did manage to go to a hip-hop event in Chile. It was a rap battle. Again, super old school. They just get a bunch of people in a park. You form a circle. You've got the chance, the 3, 2, 1, and they start dissing each other. The vibes are there, man.
Yeah.
The vibes are definitely there. And the beauty of music is that
But you were saying it when you were saying out there.
Yeah.
What they do, what's different about their rap battles. It was like they don't. You were saying something different that they don't do here.
Yeah. So they have this interesting format. I mean, I'm not too clued up on the battle rap in the UK or Europe, to be fair, but I thought it was really interesting that they had like 4 people in the circle, and then the idea is you'd almost pass the disses. So you'd rap at another guy, and he wouldn't get the chance to reply back. He'd then diss another guy, and it formed this like four person circle.
Do you
where they're
think
all
that's
just dissing
maybe?
each
Do you
other.
think that is maybe like to do with like to sort of take away the fact that if you're dissing somebody, it's like somebody might get a wee bit overheated. Like, what is he saying? You know what I mean?
Perhaps, but then the battle ends, and it's all love and peace and vibes again.
True.
Not in all battle culture, but I saw that in South America. It's like, you're literally dissing each other's mums, and then you're hugging each other afterwards, saying, "Oh, that was so sick, man!" Like,
you're right.
You're so good at this,
There is a bit of that.
Yeah, no. So I don't think so. There's a lot of love in the hip hop community, man. So
I would agree, definitely.
Yeah. It's different.
That was something when you said I was going to go out to South America. I was like, oh, hope Sam, hope you're all right. You know what I mean? But that is just, I guess you can buy into the whole fear-driven.
I do want to say this
publications online,
because I almost the more I traveled South America, the more I kind of realized how much your biases affect you.
Yeah.
I've been told so many times, don't go there, man, it's dangerous, you're putting yourself at risk. I was there for 10 months.
You actually went and says that, but when you were in Chile though, and you came back to your house, who was it, your flat mate?
Yeah, someone in my hostel, or
and they were saying that was a dangerous place you went to.
Yeah, I met my friend, and I'd been to this rap battle alone, and I didn't speak much Spanish at the time, and come back, and she was like, "I can't believe you went there. That's like quite a dangerous neighborhood." So I mean, even in your local area, I guess you can either miss things or interpret things like that. Of course, you got to be careful. You got to be sensible, but there's some places I went to in South America that was far safer than places I've been to in the UK. Like, so I think it's very unfair to people to tarnish a whole nation and go, that place is dangerous, because parts are, but that's everywhere. So.
Yeah, you're right. Definitely, I agree. So the next question we were going to ask about, it was, what is some of the favourite events or some of the times that you've been in Glasgow? You've went to beatbox events, you've went to different hip-hop events. Yeah. So can you tell me why it is that you like the scene, and what aspects of the scene do you like about the beatboxing and the wider hip-hop community in Glasgow?
Yeah, so I moved up here for university back in 2019. I'm not from Scotland, as you can probably hear. So I think it was amazing that I had like a point of contact. I moved here with no friends, and immediately I could go Beatbox Scotland. I'm a beatboxer. I can meet people by this.
And that's why I made that page, just purely because I knew it was like we're at a point now that people when I've been places, like I can easily go to UK Champs and hook up with somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could go to anywhere in Europe and hook up with a beatboxer. Some places, obviously, maybe it's a bit tougher, but
absolutely.
That's why I made the page, because I was like, if you have Beatbox Scotland, and you're like you say, you message the page, you know what I mean? So I knew that you'll message that page, and we can then, like we have done, we meet up, we've put on events together. You know what I mean? You're part of the Scottish Beatboxing Champs.
Yeah.
But anyway, I interrupted you there. But tell us a wee bit about the events you've been to here. And
so I met yourself through that, and we performed together, open mic nights. It's been so cool to see that.
What was the open mic that we done?
What was it? It was time ago.
Bag of Nails, I think. Bag of Nails.
That was it. Yeah. We did that.
It was really nice, that open mic.
Really
I'd highly recommend it, to be honest.
And it's so cool that we get to share that with people, because some people don't know what beatboxing is, or it's unfamiliar, or they've heard of it but not quite sure. So I like how supportive everyone is. They never heard this thing, but they hear it and they're like, yeah, you guys, you should keep doing this. Come back, maybe you should go here. It's good to,
That is what's good about Glasgow, I think. The next plan was got to be a beatbox jam together.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, you're a beatboxer yourself.
Yeah. Well, would never be beatbox jam unless you want to do individual. You can show your own style.
Cool. I can do a bit, and then let's jam together, shall we?
That's a good idea.
Let's do it. Okay, cool.
Woo! That was actually so nice, mate.
Thanks, man.
That was incredible.
Sick. Cool.
I love your style, man. It's very clean.
Thank you. Appreciate it, bro.
It's been pretty much similar to what I've been trying to do. My style.
Yeah, cool.
See these sort of sounds that you've been the wee.
The
these sort of sounds.
Oh. Yeah, nice, man. Nice, very funky. Yeah, so I think it's quite experimental. Yeah, I like that style a lot, so I'm trying to progress with that. But let's spit a beat together, man.
Definitely.
Let's do it, man.
Would be my idea.
A bit of house. Let's keep it housey, eh?
Right on. Would you want me to do the drums?
Yeah,
you do the vocal stuff.
Cool. I'll come in.
How does house go? That's pretty. I know how it goes. Right.
Something like that. You can't keep me down. 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 You can't keep me down, down, down. You can't keep me down, down, down. You can't keep me down. You can't keep me down. You can't keep me down. Hey, sick, man.
Yeah, that was nice.
Cool. Bosh.
Nice.
Brilliant, man. Bit of hip hop.
Why that be hip hop one?
Yeah.
Just to finish, a wee hip hop one.
Run it. Let's do it.
What we'll do is we'll do another wee final jam.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about the Scottish Beatbox Champs, and then we'll talk about the 555.
Let's do it.
That'll be us.
That'll be us. Brilliant. Okay.
Hip hop.
Nice. Very trippy, very flowy.
That was good.
Cool.
Well, thank you very much, Icon, for coming on here. By the way,
It's been a pleasure, man. Thank you for
really-
having me.
It's been really enjoyed it. It's also I don't mean to blow me in trumpet here. I don't mean to blow me in trumpet, right? But it's also my birthday today.
Oh, no way.
So it's been a good wee birthday treat, man. Seeing you.
Happy birthday, my guy. Happy birthday.
Cheers. No, thank you.
Birthday jam.
Birthday jam. That's exactly what I thought. You know what? It's my birthday today, so I'm going to have a wee birthday jam with Sam.
Perfect.
So the last thing I'll ask you about
Yeah.
is the Scottish Beatboxing Championships and your involvement with that since the very beginning.
Yeah. So I came up, and yourself, you run Beatbox Scotland. Fantastically done, by the way, I must say. But you're pretty much a one-man organisation. So
Yeah.
I like over the years, especially come the first one, I did want to help out in a way, in any way I could. I don't know, contacting people or you know, print some flyers or something, or I don't know, even go busking with yourself and get spread the awareness kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's been really cool to be part of that, the Scottish Beatbox Champs. And even compete with the rest of you lot, and it's been so rewarding to have that community. Really cool.
That's the thing about it, though. Like you say, like being one person organising. I think because there is few beatboxers in Scotland. Well, there was when I was growing up. There was Big Taj that I could really get to know.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. He was the only person that was doing it. Obviously, you had David Crow, but he was doing things elsewhere.
Yeah.
So he wasn't in sort of the beatboxing scene. So it was just Big Taj taking part in the UK champs.
Yeah.
And then slowly and surely we've got RCM, Scotland's Beatbox champion now.
Oh yes.
He's up in Hebrides. We've got Fraj, Aberdeen.
Yep.
and we've got Will,
Yeah,
Edinburgh, Stirling,
Undefined. Yeah,
Undefined. So everybody's branched out in different areas. So it is sort of.
Well, I think now Beatbox Scotland's really popping off, because before, like you say, we'd maybe have Big Taj representing Scotland in UK Champs, and he'd be the only one. But now, like, we ran an event quite recently, the Maelstrom Cup down in Birmingham, and all you have to do is look at that list there, and it wasn't open elimination. You had to fight for the wildcards for a place in that competition. There was prize money, and 2 out of the top 16 of those beatboxers were Scottish. We had Fraj and RCM.
Yeah.
So you can really see the caliber is improving, you know, when you have more and more representation in these competitions. And yeah, come the next UK champs, I imagine there'll be maybe 4 or 5 plus people from Scotland represented, you know, and that's, you can see the growth there, you know, it's fantastic.
Yeah, the growth is there. Definitely.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that's good to see, you know, because it wasn't like 5 years ago. It was like you were struggling to get. And when Big Taj done his battles, he put on battles before the Scottish champs. You know, you were struggling to get 7 people. You know what I mean? So,
but funny enough, like 5 years ago is when you started Beatbox Scotland, really.
Yeah.
So all it takes is that one step, and you can do big things from small things. Right?
Definitely, the page has certainly helped get beatboxers together.
And that's important.
And that's why now that that's happened, we're looking to do the 7th annual Scottish Beatbox Championships at Room 2 on August the 30th, which is a Saturday. It's well into 2025. But all the news will be posted up. Got to try and, rather than just using Facebook, I think I'm showing my age here, but I just use Facebook. So RCM, a few other Scottish beatboxers are going to help with the different social medias, Instagram, and just different ways of promoting your business, you know. So YouTube videos, things like that. So if any beatboxer is watching and wants to think about getting a video onto the Beatbox Scotland channel, please do.
Give us a message.
Message, definitely.
Absolutely.
100%. So the 555, this is the last thing I was going to mention. You're part of the 555.
Yes.
Wait, what is the 555?
The 555, it's like we're a music collective, a beatbox collective. It's made up of 7 of us. And our mission basically is to set up events, because, you know, it's important, again, to bring the community together. And there's not, compared to other countries, the UK doesn't actually have that many beatbox events to bring us all together, besides our national champs and maybe 1 or 2 others, those being like Flowcase or NUE, the big ones. So we wanted to be a part of that. So we all came together, put our heads, our minds together, came up with some ideas. So yeah, we run events, beatbox events for now, but eventually we want to branch out into music events as well, and bring some cool events that people can go to, and bring some music heads together.
So it's a nice, it's a really nice idea. I like it, and I'm looking forward to actually, because this is something that you were saying it, LCM said it, which I think is a great idea. To have the 555 do like a 70 smoke battle.
At
the Scottish Beatbox Champs.
Yeah, I think that would be fantastic. You know, we can collaborate, work together. We've both organised our own events, and now we can help each other make an even better event. So yeah, I think it absolutely makes sense.
I think it definitely makes sense, and that's what will be happening. That will be happening.
Okay, I'll make sure of it. With me being a part of both, I can, you know, we'll work it out. We will work
definitely.
it out.
100%. I'm really looking forward to it. So that'll be next year. That will only be at Room 2. That'll be, hopefully we're trying to get it at Ivory Blacks again.
Yes.
So
that would be cool. Really cool.
And there would be nice if we could get the likes of yourselves, the 555, and your followers, and join that together with the Scottish champs.
Definitely.
You know, that's something that I think that would make an excellent UK-wide event as well, because I know it's the Scottish Beatbox champs, but I think it could see different parts of the UK get involved.
Absolutely.
Coming up to Glasgow.
Because before it was very much a Scotland event, but it's good to bring the English folk up to say, hey,
and the Welsh,
Scotland,
and you've got your Welsh, Irish as well.
Don't forget them. and say, hey, this is Scotland's caliber. This is Scottish beatbox. Like,
definitely,
bring the community together again.
That's what I love about the beatbox, and that's what I think. I'll say that, what I mean. The Scottish beatbox. So not even just the Scottish beatbox, just the beatbox in general. The community.
Mm-hmm.
You're obviously going to get. You're going to get microaggressions coming out when you stay with somebody too long, right?
Mm-hmm.
On your weeks, especially at these events are over the 4 days. Say at GBB, it's over the 4 days, or the World Champs over the 4 days. So it's not going to be all perfect for everybody, but on the whole, there's everybody is bang on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Everybody I've experienced, they've just been so nice. Even if there has been an argument with somebody, like it's never going to turn into, it's never going to spoil it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I found anyway. When I went to the World Champs at the Generator Hostel, staying there, seeing all the beatboxers. When you're sleeping at night, you can hear beatboxers coming up the stairs.
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
I'm like, this is 4 in the morning. All you can hear is. I'm like, this is where I want to stay. I like this.
Absolutely, yeah. I remember going to the World Champs and 5 a.m. every morning I was woken up to just some guy in the courtyard just singing so beautifully.
Oh,
and it was like a rooster, but I was waiting for my alarm, like, oh, here he goes. So there's just noises everywhere at these events. It's love and it's noise. So if you love those things, come to a beatbox event.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'd pick Scottish Champs if I was going to pick one. So,
I would say so too. I would say so. What I love about the beatbox events, and I'll just finish with this, is how when I went to, the first time I went to the UK Champs, I don't know if you're the same, if you brought friends who couldn't beatbox, or they weren't interested in it, they started picking up sounds.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like Liam, I was never able to beatbox. but listen to this.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Just after having that weekend of hearing it all the time, it's like,
and
it's
then like a language, right?
Definitely, like they come out with these sounds, and it's like, mate, that's great. Where did you learn that? I just picked it up going to a beatbox event.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is crazy. It's brilliant. But thanks, Sam.
No worries, man.
Sam, thank you very much for coming on the show.
Absolutely.
And
I've had a blast.
It's been really appreciated you coming out here, and especially because you've been away and then you're going away so soon as well. So it'll be good to come here and make time for this. Thanks a lot.
No worries, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, mate. Peace. Do you want to do a wee outro? Or is that
Let's do it.
Wee outro, a wee beat.